Hi everyone, I want to show you a little trick. So this is Post-it note tape. I just buy it at the office supply store, Staples here in Cranbrook. And I've got a piece of twine. Now this twine is quite thick. I don't even know that I call it twine. It's more like cord, very stiff cord. And to tie a bow makes a huge knot, adds a lot of dimension. So I use this trick to make my bows for my cards, and there's very little dimension. I've rounded my bow ends, and I've just pressed it as hard as I can into the Post-it tape. Now I am applying glue, and I will again press that cord tail onto the Post-it tape. Going to give it a little snip off here, and then I'll add some final glue just over the top of the last tail there. Now that's going to stay there, but if you have some challenging twine, ribbon, cord, you can always put a block onto the top and let it sit. It only takes really about 5 minutes for it to truly set up. But I actually do leave them sit overnight, and then I will move on. All right, I've got my little bows. They're all dried here. And now I was just going to show you what I do. I have my hearts that I had cut out of craft cardstock, and I covered them with glossy accents, and now I'm just going to glue those onto the bows. So this was a super simple way to make a bow, and I just used my Post-it notes my Post-it note tape to help me keep the twine in place until the glue dried. Now I can put my little hearts on, and they're a much flatter bow than even using dimensionals on your cards. So that way the post office won't be asking you for $1.37 extra to send a card with this bow in the mail. You can simply reuse these Post-it note tapes. I keep them on the side of my glass mat. I use them for lots of different things. It's like having another hand in your craft room. So that's really nice. And now I will be able to take my little bows off of here tomorrow. I'm just going to let these dry overnight so the heart is on there good and sturdy like. And then I will add them onto my card tomorrow once they're dry. All right, now that our little bows have dried, the glossy accents on the hearts are completely cured. And now it's time to put the bows on the cards. Or faux bows that look like bows, because they're not actually tied. I'm just going to trim this one just a hair so it doesn't interrupt the greeting. So that's a very simple way to create a bow without giving it, especially with cord like this, it gives a lot of dimension, which will cost a lot at the post office if you actually have to tie a bow with knots. Okay, I hope that tip was helpful and that you get some use out of it. Please don't hesitate to ask me any questions. You can get a hold of me anytime at MelittasMakin@gmail.com. or just post a question below my videos. I will always get back to you. All right, have an incredibly crafty day.